Yo, what's up? Fuck Columbus Day. Columbus was a fucking piece of shit, douchebag, asshole, fucking ultra schmuck. Yeah, man, that dude was a fucking piece of work. And if you didn't know that, I would encourage you, if you're an adult, because anyone who's not an adult probably shouldn't be listening to this show. I'm Oncer Grove. This is C4CW Cast and 495 Celebrities World fucking wide. That's right. Thanks for tuning in. If you are a legit fan, I'm talking like versus illegit, man, we, 495 as a whole network organization, man, you already fucking know that we appreciate you. We couldn't do this without you, without y'all. So yeah, man, straight up, fuck Columbus Day. Now, I'm a U.S. American patriot. Y'all know that if you've been tuning into this show for any fucking length of time. I'm not a lib. That is, I'm not a libby. I'm not a left-winger. I don't fucks with the left. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of friends, man, from childhood. Very dear friends. Okay? Absolutely liberal to the core. And it pains me, man. It really does, man. So, I'm an open-minded dude. I'm not open to communism or socialism. Fuck both communism and socialism. Those shits are deal breakers with me. I have never been a fucking Democrat. I've never been a liberal. I have never been a neo-conservative, and I'm not a fucking rhino. Fuck John McCain, the late traitor to America, and I equally say fuck J. Edgar Hoover. Fuck them both, man. Both traitors to America. I don't care that J. Edgar Hoover supposedly was against the commies. I don't give a shit about that shit because it's not fucking for real. That dude had serious fucking issues of aggression and microaggression and was against black African Americans in this country, hated Martin Luther King, a peaceful man, and John McCain, same fucking category. Just a lion-ass fucking schmo. Some fucking piece of shit asshole. Yeah, he was in the military, but you know what? He was also a traitor, and he fucking snubbed. He thumbed his nose, and he snubbed Donald Trump, the president, POTUS. He was like, yeah, fuck you. I'm not going to vote to abolish Obamacare. He pretended like he was going to, then at the last minute, he fucking sabotaged the conservative Republican Party. So we had to work even harder to get rid of Obama shit. Okay? So I don't fucks with traitors, man. So let's get back to Columbus. Columbus was a total piece of shit, man. This dude was hella fucking stupid. He didn't even know where he was. He was all about tyranny. He was all about evil shit. And the dude was not a nice fucking guy at all. Hardly anybody in the world liked that dude. That dude was despicable. He was execrable. The shit that he did was unconscionable. And so, just like pagan holidays that were made into, say, for example, like Valentine's Day, right? The same shit with Columbus Day. It's just some imposter, poser, bogus, phony, as fuck type shit that was made into this thing that we were told when we were kids. Christopher Columbus sailed the seven seas, and he helped found America with Copernicus and Amerigo Vespucci, blah, 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 blah. These European conquerors, tyrants, fucking despotic, fucked up people that were pillaging and plundering and doing all this stupid ass shit. Stupid! So yeah, man, Christopher Columbus was in no way, shape, or form a good person. He was a rotten to the core fucking soul. Okay, and we were starting to learn this in high school just as my class graduated. Around that era, it was coming out. I mean, it was known before that, but keep in mind, in America, we're really fucking expert good at dressing things up and making them look a certain kind of fucking way that they are, in fact, not. Yeah. Hey, listen, I love America, man. This is your country, man. And it's the land of the free, home of the brave, right? And we have more freedoms than anywhere else in the world. We also have to be fucking real about it too. The reality is that some factions within our government are absolutely abominable. They're absolutely abominations. They're absolutely despotic and tyrannical and un-American and motherfucking piece of shit. Despicable. That's right, man. I'm talking about deep state, for example. Un-Americans, 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 traitors, whom the U.S. justice system should seriously fucking execute. They should be executed, man. Fuck it, man. Straight up, firing squad, whatever, off with their heads, send them to the fucking gallows, throw them in the dungeon, throw away the fucking key. Listen, man. Talking about people who plot coups, the overthrow of the U.S. president type shit. In America, man, they've staged up a system where motherfuckers can plot coups based on treason, involved in treason, engaged in goddamn fucking treason. I'm talking about if you, a private citizen, were to plot against the United States government, plot against the president of the United States, and plot the overthrow of Donald Trump. If you, a private citizen, were to do that yourself or yourselves, you would be arrested for fucking treason. If you said, I'm with this militia group and I'm going to overthrow the sitting president, current elected duly president, if Homeland Security, FBI, CIA, different agencies, Men in Black, if they sense and detect that shit in the spectrum, they will come and bum rush the show. You already fucking know that's what the Secret Service does. The Secret Service is monitoring the spectrum. They're listening to C4CW casting 495 celebrities worldwide because I said, hypothetically, if someone plots to overthrow Donald Trump, they will come for you, man. And you already fucking know this is true. So just because I said that shit, based on the fact that I talked about that, based on the fact that we analyzed and dissected that national to international security reality, because it is spoken out into the spectrum. It's on the airwaves being discussed because I work in national security as a defense contractor. I just paused for a moment because I wanted for y'all to sit there for a moment, sit back, and to think about what I just said, to really let that sink in. They would come for any such entities. But if James Comey, Andrew McCabe, Robert Mueller, who pretends like he has dementia, which we know he doesn't because one fucking day he's kicking doors, throwing out motherfucking indictments, Flynn, Manafort, whomever, they're shaking down all these indictments, all these arrests, all this shit that Robert Mueller's doing, and then the next day he doesn't know anything. When he has to testify, he doesn't remember shit. Oh yeah, I'm sure his dementia just all of a sudden materialized at a totally convenient, mysterious, what a fucking coincidence point in time when he's under, when he's giving that is testimony. Oh yeah, totally. Oh yeah, I know because my grandmother had dementia before she passed. Totally at times where she's, being asked to testify, her memory doesn't work, but a nanosecond later she's kicking in doors, handing out fucking indictments. Yeah. To the Republican Conservative Party. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. I'm sure Robert Mueller's memory works perfectly fucking well right now, wherever he is, man, paid in the shade with lemonade after he ran a Nazi witch hunt in America. I'm sure he's perfectly fucking functioning perfectly normally, man. Oh yeah, absolutely. Hiding out, all shadowy and shit, fucking piece of shit asshole, son of a bitch, motherfucking wannabe fucking Nazi fascist in America. Some people downplay it. They think it's funny. It's not fucking funny. DOJ is rigged up. So those deep state actors, they can definitely, most certainly, absolutely, totally motherfucking engage in espionage. Oh, huh? Electronic spying? Electronic surveillance? Yeah, you see, when we do it, it's not really spying. It's called electronic spying. It's electronic surveillance. No. You see. What we're doing is electronic surveillance. And you see, electronic surveillance isn't really spying. No. You see, what we do is surveillance. And surveillance isn't spying. No, it's not. No, you see, because we're double talkers. We're deep state. And you see, DOJ is rigged up. Have you ever seen the movie Divergence? Or Divergent, rather? Or electronic spying? Or, surveillance? Have you seen those movies? Yeah. You see, we're double talkers. You know the dystopian world like Mockingjay and Hunger Games? You know that government that exists in those dystopian futures? Well, that's us. You see, and we're all about protecting and defending and law enforcement as national leaders and government officials. You see, so when we do it, it's surveillance. But if you do it, it's spying. Do you see the difference now? And that's what they've done, man. They've rigged up the fucking system. They gave themselves above the law privileges. Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, Hillary Clinton, Barack Hussein, fake ass fucking Christian infiltrator of the American people, pretending to be a Christian with Jeremiah Wright, Obama, Hussein. You know who the fuck I'm talking about, and his wife, Michelle, who was never proud of America in her adult lifetime until she smelled the White House. Motherfucking Jeremiah Wright. All of these people, man, Lois Farrakhan. Lois fucking Farrakhan. Eric Holder, man, Maxine Waters, all of these people are fucking dirty, man. They're all goddamn fucking dirty. And look what they have thus far gotten away with. If I were William Barr, those people would have been arrested about 2 years ago. I don't know what has taken Mr. William Barr as long as it has, because quite frankly, the fact that it has taken him as long as it has consequently, that is, has resulted in no less than 50% of Americans losing faith in the Department of Justice and the FBI specifically. No less than half of America does not fucking trust the FBI and never, ever fucking will ever again in space-time. You know that they're talking about phasing out ATF? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? It's being discussed right now, man, because ATF is understaffed. You didn't know that shit? Well, I just kicked down some intel. I just disseminated, conveyed, imparted some intel to y'all regarding ATF and the fact that there may be a procedure underway, with which to disband, that is, abolish the BATF, man, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. Imagine that, man. Imagine that. If the militia groups in America, a lot of their beef has been with BATF. When Randy Weaver and his wife were killed, which didn't need to happen, militia groups in America were furious because he was just standing his ground, man. And they killed his wife and him over some bullshit. So if you didn't know, because you're outside the U.S., I've looked at the analytics. We've talked about them. We have listeners from around the world. If you didn't know, militia groups in America have long had disdain for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, BATF, more commonly known as ATF in America. So ATF is I don't want to say it's on the verge of being disbanded, but it's understaffed, and there are talks underway to discuss whether ATF should be abolished or not. You see, man, I don't just do arts and entertainment. I actually work in the political arena, low key, on some ultra low key type shit. Yeah, and I'm not going to reveal, divulge, or disclose over the open airwaves what different agencies I've worked for as a U.S. intelligence contractor, because when I signed that secrecy agreement, I was advised by attorneys, by government officials to exercise maximum restraint and discretion when contemplating disclosure. So I don't have that information listed on my LinkedIn profile, and I've never published the information openly. Well, so I'm just simply saying, man, like, I don't go into details, man. I don't go into particulars or specifics. I do not. I was not involved in Fast and the Furious. I'm just saying, man. So I've been at different agencies, man, and moved around, and I'm not part of that type of controversy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in it to win it. Yeah, man. So in terms of that rise within the ranks, within the hierarchy, within the echelon, that's why I became a U.S. government contractor, because it gives me flexibility to move around within the government. And I'm paid for my service that I provide to the U.S. intelligence community directly. I eliminated all the middle persons. That's right. I don't go through fucking anyone. I provide a service directly to Uncle Sam. And it took me a decade and a half to be in a position to be able to do that. I had to prove myself, man. There were a lot of naysayers. There were a lot of mockers. There were a lot of scoffers. And I had to prove that I had red team skills and that I could do the fucking damn thing. In the field, weapons intelligence, man, hey, listen, cyber, in the field, hopping fences, gun running, whatever, man, you fucking name it. I've done it. Undercover shit. Domestic special operations, national and international investigations. I've coordinated with a lot of different agencies, man. And I've been very highly successful in that. And I've been paid dearly for my services. So I'm a rational operator. U.S. government doesn't just shell out monies to motherfuckers who are unsuccessful. No, I have a number of successes under my belt. And the government knows that on one hand, my alter ego, the rapper, I play this role over here with all my antics and zany, wacky, outrageous, over-the-top behavior. They know over here, on the other hand, I know how to turn it off. Because over here, the ego, right? The rapper, right? The whole entertainment showbiz thing, they know it's an alter ego and they know that it's just a fucking stage play act. Over here, in terms of government operations, they pay me because what I do is professional and I do it at the highest fucking levels. So in that equation, yeah, I know I'm a nerd, man. I was a fucking straight A student. I'm sorry, make no real apologies. I'm just saying, man, I'm not really sorry. But I was just that kid, man, that fucking paid attention in the classroom. I pretended to be a class clown, and I was like, yo, I can pretend to be a class clown, therefore be a class clown, and these motherfuckers think that I'm a class clown because I am, but I'm not really, and I'm really over here focused and actually like listening to the instructor and actually doing the fucking homework. Like, what? Interesting. So I've just always played that fucking role, man. In the streets, doing the gang squad shit. But I'm like, yo, there ain't no future in this, man. I'm gonna go work in government as a defense contractor. Just keeping it real, man. Hey, man, listen, I had my homies back, man, and still do. And I always supported them in all their efforts, man, because we all grew up and it was a struggle. You know what I'm saying? It was the police, drug, gang, crack wars of the 1980s and 1990s, and it plagued neighborhoods in America. So we grew up in the drug war. We grew up in the fucking Cold War. We were in the Cold War. We were in the fucking drug war. Okay? When you have these elites, when you have these people in society who consider themselves elites, and they're pretending like they're protecting America, but they're really profiting from the drug trade with all the different drug cartels, and they're putting on a mask and they're masquerading, and they're in politics, in the political arena, when they're government officials, when they're lawyers, when they're military brass, when they're part of this agency, this department of government, and they're pretending like that is the solution to the problem, but they're actually getting paid off. They're on the payroll. They're getting kickbacks. They're getting bribes from these different drug cartels and networks. And there's a fucking infinity list of that shit that goes on in terms of motherfucking officials, some of whom were arrested in the 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s for that type of activity. There's a whole list of motherfuckers who are corrupt government officials. Some of them have never been fucking caught, and they're still operating in our government. And with the monies that they generated, that they accrued, that is earned over time from their illicit activities, international in scope, hey man, their agenda is to keep you oppressed under their command, under their thumb, under their tight-fisted rule, because that's their arrogance and that's their ego. We're talking about megalomaniacs here. We're talking about narcissists and evil, wicked, diabolical motherfuckers. We're talking about the machinations of the wicked. Okay? So what they do is their tentacles go out and they manipulate the stock market. They manipulate the system of tax and debt. They manipulate the Fed. They manipulate Congress, the Senate. They manipulate government, and they abuse their power and the people. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Also, the Hegelian approach to game theory, in that they create a problem and have had the solution even before the problem was presented. So they intentionally break the system knowing that they have the solution in advance, and then they pretend like the system is broken because it's all by fucking design. And that's what they did with DOJ, man. They rigged it up. Yeah, because in any type of real fucking scenario that made or makes any kind of sense, Hillary Clinton would have been arrested, man, on the fucking spot for espionage. You would be fucking arrested for espionage immediately. Just like they arrested all of the people who I've talked about who were in the news who they arrested recently for espionage. They arrested the contractor. His name is Harold. Was that DIA? Yeah, it was no, that was NSA. Then they just arrested the dude whose name is, what is his name? Henry? Was it Freese? Was it Henry Kyle Freese, I believe? Something like that. We just talked about it on the podcast a couple of days ago. He was at DIA. Oh, there was also the dude who was arrested for Chinese espionage. And he had some type of defense or whatever. I believe that his attorney, don't quote me on this, they said that they would appeal. But they just broke him off a bunch of time because he was saying his defense or his claim was that he was actually doing work for the U.S. intelligence community, but federal prosecutors weren't buying it. They're like, nah, dude, you're fucking working for the Chinese. And they broke him off a bunch of time. Hold on. Let me look dude up, man. Just so y'all don't think I'm making this shit up, man, or someone out there think I'm making this shit up, man. I do my fucking research. And hold on. Let me see. Right here. Former CIA intelligence officer charged with espionage, China. All right, let's see. Right here, boom. Ex-CIA officer pleads guilty to espionage for China. This is 1 May, so May 1 of 2019, earlier this year. This is from NPR, and it says, quote, "This is the third time in the past year a former U.S. intelligence officer has been tied to spying for China." Reuters reports the same thing. Oh, wait, no, hold on. This is, okay, hold on. Ex-CIA officer pleads. Oh, no. See, the guy I'm thinking about is a white Caucasian dude. This is a completely different dude. And I forgot about this guy. This is, it says, quote, CIA officer Jerry Chun-Shing Lee. Okay, and then it says he was arrested, let's see, 13 October, 3 months later, Lee was arrested at JFK Airport right here in fucking New York, and he pleaded guilty. All right, so then, but this is, all right, so they say he got 10 years, but then it says former officer jailed for 20 years. All right, so hold up. There are two. New York Times and Reuters are saying 20. Reuters is saying 10. All right, let's check out Reuters here. Oh, okay, so this is the guy that I was talking about here. So this dude got broke off 20 years. This is from Reuters, and it says, quote, "A former spy for the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency was sentenced on Friday to 20 years in prison after being convicted on charges of conspiring to transmit U.S. defense secrets to China," the Justice Department said. His name is Kevin Patrick Mallory. That's Kevin Patrick Mallory. So check this out. We've just pinpointed 4 individuals who recently were charged with espionage. Well, let me see. Hold up. Hold on. That's not accurate 100% because Harold from NSA, Harold T. Martin, it says here, we looked at this the other day. I don't believe he was actually charged with espionage. He was, let me see, the information. No. I don't believe he was actually charged with espionage. I'm looking back at the information from the Washington Compost. It says, quote, "At least 50 terabytes of data, the equivalent of 500 million pages of material, much of it highly classified and related to hacking gathered over 20 years. He was charged with, let's see, he wasn't charged with passing secrets, so it wasn't espionage in that sense. It says, I'm trying to look for the exact legal ease of it all. Look at this shit. It says, quote, "Hiring former FBI Director Robert S. Mueller to investigate the leak and revising." Man, these people are so fucking rejected, man. These goddamn fucking spastics, man. Yeah, hire Robert Mueller, the guy that's always covered up shit for the FBI, along with James Comey and Andrew McCabe. Yeah, hire those guys to do all of the shit all the time. That totally makes fucking sense to a rigged up fucking Department of motherfucking Justice. They know that Robert Mueller is the go-to guy because they'll protect that motherfucker no matter what. They're just like, hey, dude, just pretend like you have dementia, dude. Just pretend like you have Alzheimer's. Yeah, just pretend. And then there will be people who will be sympathetic. They'll be sympathetic toward you. They'll be empathetic because a family member had dementia or Alzheimer's or early onset or this, whatever stage, whatever phase of it. Yeah, just pretend like you don't remember anything. How are they going to prove that that you actually know some shit? Huh? What? Fusion? GPS? I don't recall Fusion GPS. GPS. I'm a blank. I don't know. 495L4. A rap group. What's rap? What's a group? Rap group? Unfamiliar. 495L4. Never. Is that area code? Zip code? Geospatial coordinates? Is that a secret program? What? Huh? Who is it? Motherfucking piece of shit asshole, son of a fucking goddamn bitch. Yeah, this is what they've been doing in America since fucking goddamn day one, man. Since they stole the land from the indigenous persons of North America, man. The Native Americans, man. They laser print some shit. Oh, yeah, my name's Robert Mueller. Yeah, I'm an investigator. In fact, I'm a special counsel. Yeah. Huh. Oh, no, I investigate high crimes with my friend, my pal, my colleague, my comrade right here. His name is James Comey. Yeah, and we're with the Stasi. Yeah, under Stalin and Mussolini. Mao Zedong, Pol Pot. You ever heard of these guys? Adolf motherfucking Hitler? Yeah, those are our dudes. That's who we fucking rocks with. So we need to ask you some questions because we have above the law privileges, access, talent keyhole, fucking rhyolite satellite. We'll put you in a black fucking site detention center. So anyway, yeah, 100 of your buddies are going to federal prison because you lied to us. And so, yeah, bye-bye. Yeah, oh, no, we don't spy. We conduct electronic surveillance. That's what the fuck they do in America, man. That's what these pieces of shit do. Hillary Clinton's a piece of shit. Barack Hussein Obama's a fucking piece of shit. Robert Mueller's a fucking piece of shit. John McCain was a fucking piece of shit. Yeah, all of them are fucking pieces of shit, man. James fucking Comey is a dirtbag fucking piece of shit. Andrew McCabe is a fucking piece of shit. And man, hey, listen, isn't it amazing that the system's rigged up so they can commit espionage and get away with it scot fucking free? Just like that. Scot fucking free. Espionage. The highest levels of government, man. This guy here, Patrick Mallory, they broke him off 20 fucking years. And that was for fucking espionage. And then Harold T., listen, he didn't commit espionage per se, but he held at his own place of residence highly classified materials in his fucking car, in his automobile. Like books and like paperwork that was like open-faced. You could just like creep up on his property and look through his fucking car window and shit. Probably got a window down. Door's probably unlocked. And boom, you know, right there. NSA material, man, right out in the fucking open. Isn't that really odd, man? This dude was a contractor through like Booz Allen Hamilton. Booz Allen. This motherfucker was at Booz Allen. At NSA, the national... One of them, man. Hold on, we're going to look this up. Hold on, was this... Wait, hold on. That might be the DIA dude. That might be the DE or the DIA dude. Hold up. No, I think this guy... Let me see. Yeah, okay, so this dude was a contractor. He was a contractor, in fact. Doesn't look like he was an actual... I'm going back through the paragraphs. It doesn't look like he was an actual employee. He provided a service to NSA, but it doesn't... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. Because, right here. It says, quote, Martin was an employee of Booz Allen Hamilton. All right. So, because he had been at different contractors and shit, and then his attorney... They try to pretend like this dude Harold had some like issues from childhood and shit, and that, you know, he was a hoarder. We talked about this before, and the fucking prosecutor wasn't buying it. Let's look at the DIA. Okay, so it says this guy, it says the worker. Okay, so this guy looks like he was an employee, and it clearly says right here, CNBC. An employee of the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency. All right, Henry Kyle Freese. All right, so, and it said that he held a top secret security clearance. Quote, details of a foreign country's weapons systems. I mean, come on, man. Look at these fucking sellouts, man. Let's do the math, okay? On paper. Let's look at this, man. In the past few years, we've had Edward Snowden. We've had Chelsea Manning. We've had Lee. We've had Patrick Mallory. We've had this dude here. Henry Kyle Fries. We had Harold T. One moment. Martin the Third. Hold on, there's more. Because I remember there was there was someone who for the first time, okay, so that was Kevin, right? Kevin Patrick Mallory. All right. Then before that, hold up. All right, so Edward Snowden, Chelsea Manning. We want to look at the first one here, which was NPR. Okay, yeah. So Lee was Jerry Chun Shing Lee. Put an arrow boom back to the Lee. All right, so far we have Edward Snowden, Chelsea Manning, Jerry Chun Shing Lee, Kevin Patrick Mallory, Henry Kyle Fries, Harold T. Martin III. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's do this here. When was Edward Snowden charged with espionage? Okay,
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. On Snowden's 30th birthday, June 21st, 2013, the U.S. Department of Justice unsealed charges against Snowden of 2 counts of violating the Espionage Act of 1917 and theft of government property.
Okay, thank you for that, Google. All right, so in a 6-year, because that was June, so from June of 2013 to June of 2019, simple fucking math, right? Simple Sumerian mathematics. Let's look up Sumerian math. Sumerian mathematics, base 12. Oh, I'm sorry, base 60. 12 times 5 equals 60. All right. So Sumerian and Babylonian mathematics was based on a sexagesimal or base 60 numeric system. This is from the Story of Mathematics. Sexagesimal. Sexagesimal base 60 is a numeral system with 60 as its base. That's why everything is 12s. 12, right? Okay, let me see. So let's do this. Hold up. 12 base. Base 12. Base 12. I didn't say B12, you stupid fucking goddamn piece of crap. Base 12. Mathematics. God damn it. Okay, base 12. Mathematics.
According to Wikipedia, the duodecimal system is a positional notation numeral system using 12 as its base.
All right, so duodecimal math versus sexagesimal, one can easily derive that between base 12 and base 60, 5 times 12 equals 60, right? Okay, so let's look at the duodecimal here, and let's peep the number 12. A superior highly composite number is the smallest number with 4 non-trivial factors, 2, 3, 4, 6. All right, so origin is what I'm looking for. Okay, so it says languages using duodecimal number systems are uncommon. Languages in the Nigerian middle belt, such as Janji, Jabiri, Niragu, and then in parentheses it says Gure, Kahugu, Pita, and the Nimbia dialect of Gwandara, the Chepang language of Nepal. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Chepang, and the Maldivian language, Divahi, and the Maldivian language, Divahi, Divahi of the people of the Maldives and Minicoy Island in India are known to use duodecimal numbers. Germanic languages have special words for 11 and 12, such as 11 and 12 in English. All right, let's see. Historically, units of time in many civilizations, historically, units of time in many civilizations are duodecimal. There are 12 signs of the zodiac, 12 months in a year, and the Babylonians had 12 hours in a day. Although at some point this was changed to 24. Traditional Chinese calendars, clocks, and compasses are based on the 12 earthly branches. There are 12 inches in an imperial foot, 12 troy ounces in a troy pound, 12 old British pence in a shilling, 24, parentheses, 12 times 2, hours in a day, and many other items counted by the dozen gross 144, square of 12, or great gross 1,728, cube of 12. The Romans used a fraction system based on 12, including the uncia, however you pronounce that, however it's pronounced, which became both the English word ounce and inch. Pre-decimalization, Ireland and the United Kingdom used a mixed duodecimal, vigesimal currency system. 12 pence equals 1 shilling, 20 shillings or 240 pence to the pound, sterling or Irish pound, and Charlemagne established a monetary system that also had a mixed base of 12 and 20, the remnants of which persists in many places. Okay, so you've got base 12, and then you have base 60, and looking at how that information relates and connects, 5 times 12 equals 60, right? So my point, man, is that in the past 6 years, there are 6 fucking traitors to the United States of America that I just named, according to the U.S. Department of Justice. That's right. And there are more. And we're going to look those individuals up here. Give me one moment. Charged with espionage list. All right, list of imprisoned spies. All right, going all the way back to Aldrich Ames, conviction date 1994. List of American spies. All right, so this goes back to Julius and Ethel Rosenberg in 1951. This is Wikipedia. American Revolution. We're not going to go that far back. There's a long list. Okay, double agent, spied for the crown, the Culper Ring, American spies during Civil War. We're looking for Cold War era and beyond. Okay, so in the Cold War era, looks like a considerable list here. Yeah, starting with Alexander Dmitrovich Ogorodnik, and then Arkady Shevchenko, followed by Boris Moros. That's Boris Moros. Then Boris Yeltsin, Francis Gary Powers. It looks like Jerry Droller, Gerry, Jerry Droller, Heinz Barwich, however you want to pronounce that, however it's pronounced, John Birch, Miles Copeland Jr., Milton Bearden, Nicholas Shadrin, and then Otto von Bolshevin. Peter Burke, 1979, secretary in the U.S. Embassy in Poland, was apparently charged with espionage or was a spy. Philip Agee, Robert Baer, Ruth Fisher, William Ware, Joseph Emmett, Yuri Nasenko, Oleg Penkovsky, and then let's see who spied for. Okay, I'm not even going to do the list, man, for those who spied for USSR, man. But I will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Approximately 48. And that's what is known. So imagine what is not known in terms of those who spied for the USSR during the Cold War. Now we're looking for something more current here. We're looking for current. Okay, 11 leakers charged with espionage. So it says here, PBS NewsHour, that in addition to, okay, this is good information here. Excellent. This is what I was looking for here. So dated 21 August 2013, this is written by Elizabeth Schell and Vanessa Dennis. It lists 11 leakers charged with espionage. And the names are Daniel Ellsberg, beginning in that's 1971. That's fucking Richard Nixon. I want some, okay, then there's 84. Okay, 2005. Okay, 2010. We're looking slightly pre-Snowden, but mostly post-Snowden here. Okay, that's 2010. Okay. Chelsea was actually charged in 2010. Okay, 2010, noted. All right, and then Stephen Jinwoo Kim. All right, so it says, all right, that's 2010. Jeffrey Sterling, John Kiriakou. I've seen his videos. That was 2012. Okay. Edward Snowden. Okay. Let's do this. All right. But that does fill in some gaps and some blanks there. How many spies have been charged since Snowden? God damn it. Sorry. How many spies, leaks of classified information have there been since Snowden? Okay, AP News. Cost of Snowden leak still mounting 5 years later. Okay, how Americans have viewed surveillance. That's Pew Research Center. Global Surveillance Disclosures. Wikipedia 2013 with the hyphen. All right, so here we go. It says, quote, ongoing news reports in the international media have revealed operational details about the United States National Security Agency and its international partners' global surveillance of both foreign nationals and U.S. citizens. The reports mostly emanate from a cache of top-secret documents leaked by ex-NSA contractor Edward Snowden, which he obtained whilst working for Booz Allen Hamilton, one of the largest contractors for defense and intelligence in the United States. In addition to a trove of U.S. federal documents, Snowden's cache reportedly contains thousands of Australian, British, and Canadian intelligence files that he had accessed via the exclusive Five Eyes network, which is Echelon. In June 2013, the first of Snowden's documents were published simultaneously by the Washington Post and The Guardian, attracting considerable public attention. The disclosure continued throughout 2013, and a small portion of the estimated full cache of documents was later published by other media outlets worldwide, most notably the New York Slimes in the U.S., the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, that'd be CBC, the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, Der Spiegel, Germany, O Globo, Brazil, Le Monde, France, L'Espresso, Italy, or L'Espresso, NRC, Handelsblad, the Netherlands, Dagbladet, Norway, El Pai, or El Pai, Spain, and Sverige Television's Sweden. I don't know if I pronounced any of that correctly. But in all seriousness, it goes on to say, quote, these media reports have shed light on the implications of several secret treaties signed by members of the UK-USA, that's Yakuza community, and their efforts to implement global surveillance. For example, Der Spiegel revealed how the German Foreign Intelligence Service, Bundesnachrichtendienst, BND, transfers massive amounts of intercepted data to NSA. So, Germans working with Americans, while Swedish television revealed that the National Defense Radio Establishment, FRA, provided the NSA with data from its cable collection under a secret treaty signed in 1954. for bilateral cooperation on surveillance. Other security and intelligence agencies involved in the practice of global surveillance include those in Australia, Britain, Canada, Denmark, France, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Norway, Spain, Switzerland, Singapore, as well as Israel. And Israel happens to be ISNU, which receives raw, unfiltered data of U.S. citizens that is shared by the NSA. So on June 14, 2013, United States prosecutors charged Edward Snowden with espionage and theft of government property. In late July 2013, he was granted a one-year temporary asylum by the Russian government, contributing to deterioration of Russia-United States relations. On August 6, 2013, United States, or U.S. President Barack Obama, who's a fucking traitor to the United States of America and an absolute total piece of shit, made a public appearance on national television where he told Americans that we, quote, we don't have a domestic spying program, and that, quote, there is no spying on Americans. Fucking piece of garbage. Towards the end of October 2013, the British Prime Minister David Cameron warned The Guardian not to publish any more leaks or it would receive a DA notice. In November 2013, a criminal investigation of the disclosure was being undertaken by Britain's Metropolitan Police Service. In December 2013, The Guardian editor Alan Rusbridger said, quote, we have published, I think, 26 documents so far out of the 58,000 we've seen. The extent to which the media reports have responsibly informed the public is disputed. In January 2014, piece of shit, asshole, motherfucking son of a bitch Obama said that, quote, the sensational way in which these disclosures have come out has often shed more heat than light, and critics such as Sean Willents have noted that many of the Snowden documents released do not concern domestic surveillance. The U.S. and U.K. defense establishment weigh the strategic harm in the period following the disclosures more heavily than the civic public benefit. In its first assessment of these disclosures, the Pentagon concluded that Snowden committed the biggest, quote, theft of U.S. secrets in the history of the United States. Sir David Omond, a former director of GCHQ, that's Government Communications Headquarters in Great Britain, for those of you who do not know, described Snowden's disclosure as the most catastrophic loss to British intelligence ever. So that's Wikipedia. What we want to know is contractor, federal employee charged with leaking secrets. All right, so that's from 5 days ago. 5 days ago. DIA, government contractor. All right, so who is this? This is 2019. This is a female. This is a woman here. I remember her from having seen this before. Let's see. This is from CBS News. Yeah, I remember her face. It says, reality winner NSA contractor accused in leak pleads guilty. Ms. Winner. Okay, so this is 26. This is the New York Slimes again. And it says that, all right, here we go. 26 June 2018. So let's put her name up here. All right. Her name is, it looks like her name is Reality L Winner. Reality L Winner. That's her name, apparently. And that's from the Washington Slimes, and it says, quote, Reality L Winner, a former Air Force linguist who was the first person prosecuted by the Trump administration on charges of leaking classified information, pleaded guilty on Tuesday as part of an agreement with prosecutors that calls for a sentence of 63 months. All right, so that was her. So now we have 7 individuals. Okay, let's see, 2017. I believe this is Let's see. Who is this? Is this the same? Yeah. So this is her again. So that's when it happened, was 2017. And that's CNN reporting on 6 June of 2017. Quote, contractor charged with leaking classified NSA info on Russian hacking. All right. Intelligence employee leaked classified intel. Okay, that was Freese again. I'm looking for other contractors who leaked. Let's go to search tools. Anytime past year. All right. CNBC. Just looking for anyone else, man. Here we go. Looks like 6 people. Okay, the New York Slimes said on 9 October, looks like 6. Okay, so 6, as a result of Henry Kyle Freese, New York Slimes is reporting, quote, 6 people have been charged with unlawfully sharing government information since Jeff Sessions, the then Attorney General, vowed in August 2017 to wrap. Okay, so it's not as a result of Henry Kyle Freese. It's just that there have been 6 people charged with unlawfully sharing government information since Jeff Sessions, then the Attorney General, vowed in August 2017 to ramp up the fight on leaks, says John Demers, looks like, I don't know which one it is, the head of the department's National Security Division. All right, so 6 people charged with leaks. All right, so that's that. So we've got that information. Okay, here's a Treasury employee. It says this is from Politico, and this is from October of last year. So this was almost fucking 12 months ago to the day, because today is the 14th, I believe. Yes. And this was reported 17 October 2018 at 12:56 p.m. EDT. And then it says, quote, a senior advisor at Treasury's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, or FinCEN, was arrested. Looks like, all right, it says, quote, Natalie Mayflower Sowers Edwards. All right, so Natalie Mayflower. Excusez-moi, monsieur. Sowers Edwards. And this was October, the 17 October 2018. So now we have 8 people. All right. It says she's a senior advisor at Treasury's FinCEN, and she was charged with unauthorized disclosure of suspicious activity reports filed by banks and other financial institutions. The criminal complaint against Edwards lists 11 BuzzFeed stories she allegedly served as a source, including some that might have financed Russian activities during the 2016 campaign season. Okay, criminal complaint. All right. So we have 8 people, and I'm sure, man, the list just keeps going, man. So we have close to 10 people who, since 2013, look at it this way. To put it into perspective, from 2013 to 2016, from 2013 to 2019 is what I mean. We're only talking about 6 years. And in those 6 years, we've identified 8 individuals charged in either retaining secrets at their home or elsewhere, right? Transferring secrets to some unauthorized source, individual entity, and or outright fucking espionage. we've identified 8 individuals in 6 years. So that's 1 per year. And I'm sure there are fucking more than double this number if we were to keep doing the research. That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of people engaged in undermining the United States, man. And I'm sure the number is fucking triple, quadruple that. So, interestingly, Hillary Clinton has thus far never been charged with any fucking thing. Neither has Andrew McCabe. And neither has James Comey. Neither has Robert Mueller. Isn't that really fucking weird, man? Doesn't that seem really fucking strange to you? Oh yeah, William Barr. When are those indictments rolling out, man? It's been 2 fucking years, man. Yeah, 2 years, man. It's really weird, man. Does that seem weird to anyone else in the world, man? In America specifically? Does that seem odd in any kind of fucking way? Yeah.